I don't know how he does it, everyone. LeRoy Butler is either cloned 12 times over,
Oh
he's
no.
omnipresent, he's got time for everyone. You know, Bob McGinn a couple years ago at Go Long
Yeah.
cited you as the number one ambassador in Green Bay Packers history, at least in the time that he's been around the team, which feels like the entire history with Bob.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's for good reason, man. I don't think there is another
Love Bob
player,
McGinn.
coach, exec, anybody who has represented the Green Bay Packers quite like the voice you hear, the man you see before you, Pro Football Hall of Famer, LeRoy Butler, who is somehow an even better human being than he is a professional
Oh, thank
football
you so much.
player, safety who changed the sport. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, Leroy.
I
Like we're gonna
appreciate
get
it.
into it.
Yeah.
They don't make them like you. That is for damn sure. So it's great to have you back on the pod to talk some football.
Well, you look amazing. I love the beard because you know the story about me and beards. My brother had a beard at like 14, at 15 years old. Matter of fact, I think all three of my brothers, I didn't get facial hair till I was 30. But hey, it's okay. But you know what, Tyler, if I was before God and he said, you got one wish, would you want a beard or some nice hair? I would say a beard because that makes you, I mean, it just puts you in rare company, especially when you're growing up down south, because everybody can't grow a beard, but it's
It's
okay. It's okay.
y- y- Look, I'm like a general manager just trying to make do in a
Yeah.
rough off season for free agents. You work with what you have. I started losing my hair at 18. Terrence Newman, who you just missed, I think he came in like in '03.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're I'm sure you know him. I've told the story many times here, but yeah, he knocked some sense into me. Just called my ass out right in the Vikings locker room. Said I got to shave my head. I'm not fooling anybody. Lig started
Yeah.
screaming, "Let it go!" And yeah, I went home, and this was
Yeah.
2016. Shaved the head. He
Yes.
told me, he predicted. He said, "You're going to meet your future wife once you shave your head, because
And you
that's all she's
did.
going to know."
You met
And I
your
did.
queen,
A week later.
and you finna have a third one. So
Yes.
yeah. So hey, man, as long as your wife uh loves everything about you, who cares what anybody else thinks? Because that's what I think about my wife. So good for you.
That's right.
All
Yeah.
right.
No, no,
Before we
no,
start the interview, I
yeah,
got
yeah.
two things before we start. Uh, Thank you so much for the interview you did with me and Evan Williams. I absolutely love him. He is like my nephew. I just the guy's special. He really is. And then hopefully you can hook me up with Josh Allen because I love that guy because I won my fantasy team because of Josh Allen. I don't know how you can get in touch with him because everybody loves
Hey,
Tyler. Please tell him he has a huge fan. And I beat the guy, Tyler, that won last year in our fantasy league, that narcissistic, arrogant. He's the smartest guy in the room. He was valedictorian. He's a 5.0 student. He looks at all the analytics, and I waxed his tail because of the MVP. So now we can start the interview.
yeah, he is maybe human. I don't know, man. This is a very Josh Allen
Be
friendly
my first pick
space.
every
He's
year.
insane.
If
Yeah,
he's
he
there,
should
I'll pick
be.
him first. It's about
Yeah.
point.
He's one of one. But man, that was so much fun out there in Green Bay this past football season, hanging out with you, Evan Williams, bringing in the rookie, the Hall of Famer, and just seeing you two kind of share your rise, share your stories. I mean, you're imparting your wisdom on him, and there's so many connections, right? Like
Yes,
somebody
yes.
at your combine was one of his coaches. If you haven't checked it out, folks listening, you can find the story in the show notes link because it was a hell of a lot of
But I
fun.
think that's only exclusively with Go Long, though. Uh,
That's right.
yeah, we didn't do that any other platform, and I wanted
That's
that.
right.
Those kind of things are special because I did another one-on-one with Harrison Smith, who's also like my nephew, and we did that with the NFL Network.
He's
And
great. Love Harrison.
and the guy's truly amazing. And he's going on his 14th year. And the thing about him though, that um they were asking like who you look up to. and they do these series with the NFL Network, and normally guys choose somebody in their franchise.
Yeah.
They choose like a guy who played for your team or something like that. Never if a guy who would choose the enemy, the Green Bay Packers. So I get a call from my sister, Kim Miller. That's her maiden name. And David Singer, who's my brother, he's like, you were chosen by Harrison Smith. I thought it was a joke because people play a lot of jokes. So I'm like, how's this going to work? And Lakeisha, my other sister, she said, well, you're gonna have to fly into Minnesota. I said, wait a minute, Minnesota's gonna let me come to their facility? Yeah, it's got signed off on. So shout out to the owner, the head coach, and the GM. Could they see history? That you have to put that aside when it's stuff like this. So I appreciate the GM and the head coach. So and then I had my son with me, and so I said, I'm only 4.5 hours. So I said, well, we could just take a car, sir. Oh, I'll just drive. Because my son likes to go to Rainforest Cafe in the Mall of America. So this is perfect. And they said, no, no, no. We'll set it up to where we get you a car service. After the interview, we'll take you and your son to Mall of America, to Rainforest Cafe, then back to Milwaukee. I almost cried. I, I was like, God is good because not only I'm spending time with my son, and he can go to his favorite place. I've always wanted somebody to put me in these arguments of these GOAT conversations and who's the best safety. So when I come in and I see Harris, he's a lot taller than people think. He's like 6'2", I'm like 5'11". And you can watch it on NFL Network, but it made me feel good, Tyler. It made me
Yeah.
feel good like people watch my career from afar. And when you played the Vikings twice, when we borrowed Brett Favre, we let him borrow Brett Favre, Darren Sharper, Ryan Longwell, and my real nephew, Aaron Jones. Love Aaron Jones. Just love the guy. The guy's platinum. So I walk up and I'm in the facility. They were so nice. But to me,
T-
mentally, it was a game changer for me.
yeah.
It really was. It was.
I mean, I've gotten to know Harrison myself over the past few years, and the way he sees the game is so similar to you, Leroy. I can see how you guys would hit it off. And I don't know if you had the quote unquote medieval torture device in your house to keep the limbs stretched out. That was fascinating talking to Harrison about that over the
What is
summer.
that?
Yeah,
He had something. What?
so he did his
I don't know
research
nothing about
and
this.
yeah, so he
That's
went
why
to
he's so tall.
it might be. It might be. It's an old training philosophy first developed
Yeah.
by Slavic warriors in preparation for battle centuries ago. So he learned about this stuff, went to Home Depot, filled the cart with wood and pulleys, and went home and started hammering away, built the thing himself. His wife is like, what the hell is this thing? It's called a Previlo stretching device. So and you wonder how this guy keeps playing at such a high level,
He looks
doing his
amazing.
thing. There's
Yes,
little things like that.
man, that's amazing. I've had to talk to him about that. I never heard about that, boy. I
Yeah.
mean, you do have to be a lot of, you know, just he's never like I was. He wasn't a hitter. He's a tackler. He
Hmm.
played 14 years.
He can hit though too, but you're
Yeah,
right. He
you
picks
got
and
to pick your
chooses. You
spot.
were great at that. Like you
Yeah,
knew.
'cause you can't go flying in there and break your neck or something. So pick your spots when you hit and when you tackle. But stretching has a lot to do with because you might have to really go gadget
Yeah.
arm and clip Barry Sanders. But if you're tight, you can't do it. So that makes a lot of sense.
Hey, before we get any further here, Leroy, and I can't wait for this conversation. It's just, I feel guilty taking your time like I do here because we could talk for hours. You're a man of the people. Let us know about the pre-draft party in Green Bay, Wisconsin. There's
Mhm.
the NFL draft coming to Green Bay. We'll see if the city's ready for it.
How do
It's
you
going to
know
be
about this?
unbelievable.
You're connected with the league or something. The details are not out yet. You one of these guys that just know everything, or either everybody likes you. Uh, truth, in fact, we talked about it off air. Uh, April 22nd to me, Tyler's a big day. That was 30, it'll be 35 years ago when Tom Bratz, the general manager, Lee Remmel, Bob Harlan changed my life and drafted me, 48th pick. And getting that phone call was amazing. I remember getting that call. I said, I'm never going to another team. If I can help it, I'm never going to another team. So we're going to celebrate that at the Bridgewater in Bayview, Wisconsin. And it starts at like 4 o'clock from 4 to 9. So if you're in Wisconsin, you have to be there. And we're going to be sharing a link in my on my Instagram page and on my website, LeRoyButlerInc.com. I think tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, because you have to RSVP.
Hmm.
I'm really excited about that because think about 35 years and playing with one team. It doesn't happen. I mean, it really does not happen. That 1990s draft was a strong draft. And up until when Sterling Sharp, congratulations to my brother Sterling Sharp. I love him. Up until when he got into Hall of Fame, I think I was the only draft pick that made it to the Hall of Fame for the Packers. Like a not free agent, like a draft pick. Like you draft a
Yeah.
guy from wire all the way to the Hall of Fame. So we'll be there celebrating that. We got a lot of specialty drinks from my Leap Vodka. Um, and we also have the Leaping Lemonade that me and Robin Yount started. And right now you can get it in 3 states. But right now we'll have that. And then I got a new thing, Tyler. I have what I work with Three Sheeps now. Three Sheeps is one of the best brewing companies ever, but they create a Wisconsin Itis beer
I like it.
exclusively just for the draft. Anywhere, if anybody coming to the draft, go anywhere where you get alcohol and ask them for LeRoy Butler Wisconsinitis because the label is truly amazing. I'll send you a picture of the label. You can post it for your subscribers. So you must subscribe though to go along. If otherwise you won't be able to see it.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then the 23rd, quickly, is that's the night before the draft. The night of Casino Hotel. That's when I'm gonna have the biggest draft pre-party ever. It'll be Hall of Famers there. Gilbert Brown's coming. Antonio Freeman, Santana Dotson, Amon Green, Eddie Lacy, and many more guys. Then we got a special guest to announce the players that they come in. If you're a VIP, doors open up at 8:30, food is free. And if you're general admission, doors open at 9. And again, you'll see all these links everywhere because you must RSVP so we can know how many. It's limited space. It's not a space for thousands of people. So it may be only maybe two, 300 people. But we already had a lot of people saying they're coming. So we just got to get people uh, just signed up. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to hang out with Leroy and Eddie and Antonio and Gilbert
Oh
and
man, a
Santana? What an
dice game may
all-star
break out.
cast.
We may shoot some dice, man.
Ooh, I like it.
I know a lot of dice shooters in. You imagine that we're in the corner
Hey,
shooting dice? We are at a casino. Hey.
there's so many like Wisconsin bar drinking games. I can't even remember them. Like when you're sitting at the bar and you get it, I don't even remember how to play that dice game, but everybody played it when I lived out there with the
Oh
cup
man,
and the dice. And
I
shout out to Kyle
learned
Kusno, my good friend out there. He'd know the rules like the back of his hand.
that's your friend. How you
Oh
say his
yeah,
name?
Kyle Kusno and Tommy
Oh yeah,
Carnegie,
he sound like he
the
know
locals.
everything.
They took me in like one of their own.
Yeah, he sound like he know everything. Yeah. Yeah. But it's the thing about it is people in Wisconsin are great. That's why I'm so happy that we're
Yeah.
hosting the drafts. And I learned a lot of this Midwest stuff from actually my other nephew, Charlie Barons. We were like, I said, why do they have like a ping pong ball and a bunch of cups? You've never heard of like beer pong? I said, no, what is that? What are you talking? How can you not know that?
Oh,
I
everybody
don't
knows
know.
beer pong. Come on now.
I don't know what it's called because again, I have three spirits and I don't drink. I don't make
That's right.
yeah, I don't make alcohol for me. I made it for you.
You
So
can't really play beer pong with vodka either. That'd be
no, I don't think
a short night. Yeah.
he taught me how to play sheep's head. I didn't know what that was. Sheep's head. I know how to play spades, card game, but that's what Wisconsin is fun. And that's why I chose to stay here my whole career.
I was gonna say, like, you embody the state of Wisconsin. And I had the same experience living out there, young, what was I, 22, 23,
Yeah.
and didn't know anybody. And it's the kind of city, Green Bay, but you can really go to anywhere in Wisconsin. You walk into a bar and you instantly have three or four really good friends.
Yes.
And it's,
Yes.
you're going to be there for a long time. You're going to be in there to the wee hours and you're going to
Yes.
learn to hang. Might not be able to hang a night here and there, but it's, the community is authentic and real, and the love is real. And I can see how a LeRoy Butler just would want to call this place home. I mean, that's
Yes.
you. I mean, for people who don't know, like, you can just drop, you can call Leroy any day, anytime, and you're gonna drop whatever you're doing and talk for a half hour. First thing you did today, how your kids? How's Ella?
Yes.
How's Sonny? Very
That's
first thing.
first. That's
Every
first.
conversation with Leroy Butler.
That's
But
first.
I can see how the people
Yes.
gravitate toward you, how you gravitate toward the people. You've got how many kids and how many grandkids, so you're balancing a lot.
I
I
got
lost
I
track.
got seven kids. Come here, Roy. Come here. This is my son. It's LeRoy Butler the fourth. This is my
Hey,
favorite. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, this is my favorite. I got six daughters and one son. He's the baby. And his birthday was yesterday. Okay, get out of here.
hey, happy birthday.
But I have six grandkids. And when you have all daughters, and then you say, God, did you really do me like this? You gonna stick me with all these girls? All we talk about is hair, nails, feet, skin, relationship stuff, no football. And then he said, okay, I got you. Then I got my son. And the thing about it though is the family, and you'll see that when you have the third one, you have steps. Because your babies are 5'3", and then you'll have the new one.
Yeah.
And it's like, remember the Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
People in the middle are normally the ones supposed to calm everybody down. But it's so amazing when you come home and you hear the word daddy or G-Pa. That's just amazing. So I always want to know how your wife and how your kids are doing first. Because I know if they're good, you good. You
Tell me,
good.
Leroy, how is the city of Green Bay going to pull this off? I mean, you pull it up, population 105,000.
Yeah.
Last year in Detroit, there were 775,000 people that attended the 2024 draft. So, uh, is there infrastructure to host this thing? Hey, you have to give it up to Mark Murphy. He pulled it off. He got the draft to
Yes.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. He's had an
Yes.
incredible run as the de facto owner. He's more than just a president and CEO. He does it all out there. Basically turned that side of Green Bay into its own town with Titletown. I can remember when it was just a Kmart
Yes.
and like a
Yes.
Burger King or a Subway. That
Yes.
was it. Vacant parking
Remember,
lots.
Dare was there taking donations,
Yeah.
moms against drunk driving. I remember like the other side of Titletown Tech, all dirt. And next thing you know, it like, wait a minute, it's a hotel over there. What is Kohler Lodge is right over here? Okay, wait a minute. Oh, that's Hinterland. Wait, they got a facility like for like a medical facility over there for billing. And next thing you know, Titletown is like Silicon Valley dropped inside of uh Green Bay. And I was like, Oh, so man, I'm glad you brought up Murphy because his leadership is truly amazing. And the thing about Murphy is he, because he was a player and he understands players and he understands that, you don't always have to agree with us. I mean, you can disagree. I mean, they don't tell you what to say and what not to say, but it's his legacy though is Super Bowl 45 going into that and then the Aaron Rodgers stuff. I mean, that how does that leave your franchise just thrown to the crap heap and start all over again? But no, they did it a little conventional. So Murphy hired LaFleur and uh Gutekunst runs football operations. So it's a little bit different, with Ron Wolf, all football operation, all football operation. And Bob Harlan, who's the GOAT, you run that, I'll run all the other stuff with the board, the executive board. Well, one of his goals, I know he probably would never publicly say it. I don't know if he did or not, but if I can get the draft, not only would that cement his legacy, I think what him and his wife has done is truly amazing because it'd have been hard for anybody to fill Bob Harlan's shoes. Because, like I said, he's the GOAT. But Murphy came in, instead of filling his shoes, filling uh, Bob Harlan's shoes, I'll just bring my own shoes. And I'll take the blame if we don't be successful. I'm all right with that. But I also want the economically, you know, maneuver through the pandemic. And I'm going to get you a quarterback before I leave. Because in 2020, well, wait a minute, how long can Aaron play? I don't know, man. I don't know how long he could play. You know what? Gutekunst. Shout out to Gutekunst. He woke up one day and said, you know what? I don't want to be like some of these other teams scrambling around for a quarterback. I'm gonna get one when we don't need it. It may not be popular for you. And yes, I'm not going to the Power Five schools, Utah State. We like this guy. Oh my God. Why did you get a receiver? What are they doing up there? The fans just going crazy. I'm like, oh my God. And then
They're
when we draft,
boisterous.
yes, we drafted Love, and Love is so excited with his family. His mom is platinum. Rest in peace to his dad. And Gutekunst, I think he saved our franchise.